Hey guys, it's Light with Raw Vibrant Health. Thank you for showing up on the show here. I hope everyone's doing great. I'm going to do a little walk and talk here on this pretty boring little evacuation route. But I just like to do the walk and talk ones. I was doing a bike ride and I'm going to finish the bike ride after this, but I just wanted to have another public service announcement here because you know what's coming up, guys. It's a season. The flu season is coming, guys. And I just want to, clear up some stuff. A lot of you guys know that the flu is not a season. Some of you might not know, so that's why I'm making this video. So please, I don't like to ask, but please don't ever hit a like button. Don't ever put a comment or anything to help a brother out, because I'm really just trying to help the world out, help people, release their disease and, their discomfort and reclaim their selves and their spiritual power. So that's not like I just gonna make this video, and the video is really, like I said, okay, there is truth to, hey, have you guys noticed, you guys who are into detox, when you go to cold climates where the air is cold, do you notice that your detox symptoms get a lot more intense, more exacerbated? Maybe you have some even more new symptoms that you haven't had before, and that is because cold is alkaline, and we know about acid and alkaline, right? It's not just in the food we're eating, it's not just in the thoughts we're thinking, it's in every part of our life. So getting to learn about the hot and cold they're both very, very powerful. But that cold air is alkaline. So when it's fall and winter and in this, when it's cold, everyone thinks it's the flu. They're catching this flu, but first of all, you can't catch a disease, okay? There's things that can trigger if your body is not healthy, but a flu is not a VIR. Stay with me. Those letters, US. Those things don't exist, actually. But proteins exist, like I said, and things exist that can exacerbate, or they cannot exacerbate, but they can show you your health. If you don't have a good lymphatic system, they'll show you. But really, the flu, like I said, it's not a season. It's because everyone is their bodies are all toxic, and they're eating garbage. They're eating Thanksgiving food and Christmas dinners and Halloween candy and whatever, and everything else they eat on a daily basis, mostly what they're eating. And then guess what? The alkaline air comes and it's triggering the body to actually do what it's really wants to do, but it hasn't been given the opportunity to do because it's so clogged up. That's why it's the beauty of nature. It's not just the food that is, like I said, healing and alkaline. There's all parts of life can help trigger. There's many ways to trigger some detox symptoms. So if you're getting sick, that's actually a good thing. Your body is trying to rid you of waste. It's trying to expel and remove the waste from your tissues, your glands, your organs, all of your cells that are coated in mucus. It's trying to rid you of that. And so next time that happens, go, oh my gosh, I'm not going to go try to, get some flu shots next time, or I'm not going to try to get some poisonous, harm. Those things are pharmaceutical, don't try to get those things because it's not gonna help you. Most of the time it makes things worse. Sometimes it just puts a Band-Aid on it. Do you really want Band-Aids all over yourself? Or do you want to live without Band-Aids and live with vitality, you know? So the flu is not a season. It's a gimmick. It's a propaganda. Guys, how easily can humans, I know I say it a lot, but look at what they can do with propaganda. Just because, I want to remind you, just because people say something on the internet, anywhere, at your, you know, wherever you're at, or just, yeah, like if you're at a pharmacy, just because people say something, or you're at the other places that push this diabolical stuff. Just because people say something and, oh, you need to get this for this reason, it doesn't mean they're telling the truth. And it's a lot of the time they don't know. They're just, because it's different compartments. That's how it's structured, right? The ones who planned it know, but a lot of times down here, all the other ones, they're just following their orders. They're just doing their job, which a lot of people are going to be quitting their job nowadays. It's already happening. They're quitting their job because they're like, whoa, I don't want to work for death industries, you know? So that's what this stuff is. It's death industries. There's no reason you're going to want to taint your body with God knows what, honestly. If you've been researching these pokies as long as I have, way before the pandemonium there, the pandemic, then you would know. You would know. And you see your friend's brother who with the autism and all this, it's like, dude, you know. And then myself, I wouldn't have been born with, pretty much born with asthma. I guarantee that was a big factor in me being sick. So the thing is you really got to be on your toes. You really got to be careful what you consent to, what you say yes to, who you trust, and who you're going to trust. These people who, guys, they're one of the leading causes of death. Be careful. And those things in particular, any of those, you do the hokey pokey and you turn around. That's not what it's about. It's false. That's not what it's about. It's just because people say things. You ever heard of, you know, lying through your teeth? That happens too. People will lie for $1. A lot of people will, you've seen it, people will sell their soul for freaking, for what? How many donuts did you get? It's sad. And I'm not hating on anyone who, that whole thing was messed up, and I love everyone regardless of their choices in that. But, you know, that's just, unfortunately, that just shows you like advertising and, you know, sucking people in and tricking people and being deceptive, and that just shows you how much of that they are. That, sure, because I mean everyone wants free stuff sometimes, so I get it, but it's like, just be careful, guys. Don't just know the truth. That's, now you know the truth. If you ever heard this before, doesn't that make sense? Even if you haven't experienced the detox, it makes sense. You know that what I'm saying is true. And I'm not trying, I don't want to be right. I just want to give people information so that they can be their own doctor. They can be the own master of their life. And I don't want to see people suffering more than they need to. So if this makes sense, then you start to learn about all the facets of the stuff I teach on the channel, the detox, all this, fasting, periodic cleansing, emotional healing, and then you do some detoxing, and you see when this comes up, cold and flu-like symptoms, you actually, when you're a real G, you go, oh my God, this is what I wanted. This is what I need, because this is the stuff that was bogging my joints down. This was the arthritis. This was the fibromyalgia. This was, you know, whatever was shut down. Oh, the pain in my shoulder, the pain in my back. This was you know? This was the diabetes, you know? So it makes sense when and then you see it come out of your lungs, come out of your bowels in the most gross ways sometimes. And yeah, when you see yourself peeing a lot of this stuff out, then you go, wow. Then you come back after doing this for so long, and every time that I look at this matrix, I just laugh because it's laughable that we're all suckers. But you know what? We're all in this together, and everyone's been a sucker at some point. Everyone's been a sheep in some way, pretty much. You know, pretty much. There's a lot of parts of being awakened, and most of the time you wake up and you might tap every part of yourself. You're not going to always, it takes time to really wake up to every single possible thing. And so my point is, like I said in the last video, and I want to keep hammering down, is hey guys, real quick, if you're looking for something extra to add to your microbiome, something else that you would like to add to your cells that is of high frequency, something else to kind of round out your repertoire, your inner, domain there, well, I would suggest the Daily Green Boost powder. It's amazing. My buddies here got a thing going on. If you haven't experienced it, you really should. It tastes like a wheatgrass. It's like a powdered barley grass powder. So hit them up, dailygreenboost.com. I love these guys. Check them out. It's not expensive, especially if you buy in bulk. And we're gonna get right back to the video. Woo! Hey guys, my phone always tries to do these updates, so sorry about that. But I was saying unity. Just keep having the unity mindset. Unity consciousness is very important at this time. It's always important, but this is a really, really important time for that. And I hope you got something out of this, and share this with somebody. If there's anyone out there that might benefit. And I'm still around for consultations. I can help a few people out if anyone needs my help. So thanks for coming. Love you guys. Be well.